everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sam and we are working on this old green junker truck. New to the channel, I bought this thing for the engine and transmission, but the more I looked at it, the more I decided this truck probably has a second chance at life. And I realized that I have plenty of extra parts lying around from all the older builds that I had done over the years. So I'm trying to consolidate all my good parts onto one truck and make it back to life. I got the truck bed here. I don't know if I've showed you guys that video or not yet, but the frame is looking great. But we got a problem up here. Now, this whole front end needs to be rebuilt because the whole truck pretty much was clapped out. And the front end, well, those get clapped out when you're doing normal stuff to these trucks. But you notice one of these mounts is busted off, and I was like, oh, I could weld a new one on. And then I checked the tire for play, and it plays a lot. So what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I have plenty of junk parts laying around. Well, good used parts. We won't call them junk because I don't like to classify my stuff as junk, but I have a complete front end off of, oh, watch out, Mitchell, come on. I have a complete front end off of another truck, gear ratio and everything. Put a lift kit, not a lift kit, I'm gonna put a leveling kit on the front here and then some airbags on the back to make it match. But poor grandma's truck, I'm hustling. We can finally see the light with this truck being closer to being completed. Really not too much more. I have everything, fingers crossed I have everything I need to make this swap go. But we're gonna steal the front end off of this truck right here. Oh, it's good. This truck only had 128,000 miles on it when it got crashed. We're gonna harvest that bad boy out of that truck. So first things first, subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate that. And like this video because it's gonna get interesting. We're gonna try and delete that thing and reinstall a new one. I hope the weather's not gonna kill us. I got the truck outside because the paint's drying. But let's get it rocking. I hope I made it look easy on the time lapse because it was not easy. Ugh, that was a good workout, I'll say that much. You don't need to hit the gym after pulling out a front differential. But we got her out. Like I said, I'm going to replace these bad boys. I got two new ones. They were pretty cheap. They're only like 20 bucks a piece, 25 a piece. I got new bushings already installed. Good to go. So now we have the chore of doing the same exact thing one more time. Well, that was not as simple of a task as I was hoping for it to be. Dang truck just didn't want to cooperate, but I got it here. I got a little bit on the blacktop out in front of the shop, and I'm going to proceed to removing this front drive shaft or front differential, my bad. And I'll see you guys when this one's out and going towards that truck. Well, how about this, guys? I had to cut down a tree to block this thing up. Got her all loose, left the shocks attached. That's the only thing really holding it up right now. And I come to discover I have been defeated today because I don't have a puller to pull this son of a gun off the steering box. I had beaten on it and stuff. I was hoping to get lucky, but the other one I just undid all the steering directly off the differential. But the more I'm kicking this thing around, went up to Dad's. I literally could have just drove up there and grabbed this thing and pulled this off in less time than it took me. I mean, I messed with this for a while, and it was definitely on there tight. There's no way I was going to get it with the technique I was going with. But she didn't really pop off there, just kind of freed up, and then I still had to torque it down to pull her off there. But other than that, all I got to do is pop the shocks off, and this thing's free. Drag her right on out of here. Get that off there so that I can free it up. But I think that thing was in pretty dang good shape. Man. Well, I'll probably steal the power steering box right off this bad boy and put it right on this truck over here, because this one, like I said, is leaking. I don't know, maybe I'll look on Amazon. Maybe they're cheap enough just to buy a new one and not even mess with this, but we'll find out. Hey, come on, baby. Got it out. Wow, it literally like 3 minutes later after getting the puller, she's out. Time to go eat some pizza and enjoy my birthday. We will officially be back tomorrow to finish out this project. Well, guys, as scheduled, I am back the next day, and we are getting rained on, but we got to make it happen because this thing is not in the shop, and hopefully it won't take too much more to get this bad boy all set up and rolled in there. I went ahead and put the leveling kit on this thing. Obviously, while I got everything opened up, it was piece of cake. Got them both in, both sides, snugged up. GoPro's already acting up, froze twice, and it just started making a sound like it was a cutting torch. But you didn't have the settings right, and it was popping a lot. That's good. I'm gonna start rocking and rolling here. I'll be straight up honest, that was probably the longest time lapse I've ever done for automotive stuff. That sucked. Main issue was I'm in the ditch for right in front of the shop door, so trying to get my jack to slide up underneath there, everything I kept doing is, you know, fighting gravity. But we got her up in there. Got the son of a gun all set up. Oh, it feels good to have that knocked out. Now I just got to hook up the steering components, and I'm not gonna put the brake calipers on right now because I got to replace the U-joints, and I got to take all this mess off anyway. But I want to get the truck inside the shop for the most part, so a couple more of those bad boys and we'll be done. And then I think my gravel should be here soon to get the driveway redone. It'll be close. Feels good though. I got those top ones started first, and then lifting and using tie downs. Got that bottom one in position. This thing should be good to go once I get all that other garbage on there. Whew. Workout, boys, workout. How you doing? Oh, now my phone's ringing. I'm rigging up the plumbing for the airbags. Tommy's over here assessing the damage. Check out the old pilot bearing. Well, pretty much lack of old pilot bearing. So he's going to tap the new one in. Had a heck of a time getting that. Jeez. Ain't much of that at all left. Tap the new one in. Still got to do the rear main. Oh, crooked. I'm gonna take the 2 lines from each of the bag and I'm gonna put this T on it, so I just got 1 Schrader. I know there's a lot of people that say, well, you should have 1 for each side, balance the load. But like, for example, the airbags on my 04, it's on a valve control inside the cab with onboard air, so it's literally on the same 1 hose from the tip till it, you know, hits a T, so you don't have an individual air compressor valve when it comes down to that, so I ain't too worried. You guys are ever doing these airbags on your truck, don't even mess with the little ones that you have to kind of heat the hose up and slide it. They'll barbed inside these little air hoses are tough. Get these nice ones that you can take them on and off just by pushing down on that thing. With the new Schrader, I'm running them long because I don't know where I'm gonna be when I go to decide to drill a hole in something for this Schrader to fit on. Oh, Mitchell, fire off here. See how them bags do. See if we got any leaks. Oh. That's 35 PSI. I would say that the truck went up. It looks sick now. I mean, it's got no bed, but I mean, dang, dude, that's actually kind of rad. Now we accommodated for the 35s to fit. We got the leveling kit up front. Got the bags in the back. I think they're up to like 40, 45. Kind of a lot, but let's see what it takes to level this son of a gun. You didn't go up anymore?
Yeah, it went up. 1/4 to 1/2 inch probably.
Alright, well, let's get that rear main done, and then we'll throw these 35s in the transmission, repaint the truck, put all the body parts on it, sand the front fender, then paint it. And we'll do that before 5 o'clock.
I think it's already 5 o'clock.
It's 6:30. I don't want to get cocky thinking that was an easy rear main swap, but knock on wood, where's some wood? It held. Where's she at, buddy? Can you throw me a ratchet and I'll double torque these? That's enough. I'm out of that. Tonka truck engaged. Yeah, definitely glad we measured the back with 55 psi in the bags and lifted it 1.5 inches. So as far as level, with a 2-inch leveling kit on the front,
Should be close.
Yeah, I don't have the steering hooked up, so I don't know where that's gonna land for turning. Yeah, so new front end installed. I got the new steering box in there. Rear of the frame is painted, coated, or sandblasted, buffed, acided, then sealed, then painted, airbags installed, and 35s on.
You got the first drizzle of rain on it.
Yeah, ain't got rained on. You can still
Look, no rust.
still see it beating up.
No rust.
She's holding up. Dude, this truck is look how high the freaking bumper is. It's above the Dick Cheney line. Dude, I know. What have we done? We might end up hating this truck. It's too big. This will be a fun little how you doing truck. Tommy says he's gonna buy it, so he's got 2 green trucks. Same exact truck, but one's got a flatbed. Oh. All right, guys, I'm gonna end this video here. Everybody comment below, say thank you, Tommy, for helping. And comment below what you guys think about the 35 sitting on here. And if you guys ever ran airbags for your budget lift kit, that's what I'm calling it, rather than going through the trouble of lifting the back end to put 50 psi through the bags. And push down on the bumper there, Tommy. Just it looks got a little mini air ride. I think it'll be all right. Bounce the truck around a little bit. But comment below what you guys think about that little miniature lift. I've never been one to want to lift a truck, never. So this is the first, but I wanted to use up the airbags, I wanted to use up the leveling kit, and I wanted to use up these tires because I pretty much tried to give them away to people. They are $1,600 worth of tires, and nobody else wanted them. I didn't want to give them away, but like half price.
I didn't get the offer for free.
Half price, half price.
My truck needs some 35s, I'm just saying.
You need lift kit. Dude.
Hey, I got a set on lock, free 99, last price.
Oh, dang. All right, guys. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.